Welcome back, everybody. 420 Music Gamer here, your host with another episode of Minecraft with the Pros. Today I'm joined by Daniel Pig Sheep Amblex. Daniel, would you like to introduce yourself? Tell us a bit about yourself.
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, thanks so much for having me on the show. I really appreciate it. To be honest, I haven't gotten an opportunity like this ever, really, and I love coming on to like shows and speaking my mind, honestly. But I started my channel probably back in like 2019.
Wow.
It was actually a Roblox channel, but I moved on from that pretty quickly. I got started with this whole pig sheep thing probably like about a year later in 2020. When the pandemic started, of course.
Sad.
That kind of skyrocketed, people staying inside watching more YouTube videos.
I feel that.
I took advantage of that. I built this brand. I basically I use like pigs and sheep in like everything. Like I make pig and sheep builds in any kind of
almost like a staple, right?
Yeah, right. Like the staple of my channel. And, people really dig it. What can I say? It's got me where I am today. And it's it's crazy to see how far I've come since then. Two whole years of this thing. My channel's only grown.
No, yeah, that's awesome.
How has it been for you and maybe your family, anybody with this rising phenomena of pig sheep? It's kind of silly in concept, right? But how's that been?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously it was kind of hard to explain to begin with, and in the early years, it wasn't even coming of much. People thought I was kind of weird because I was putting in a fair amount of time, probably a couple hours a day. Yeah. On this.
Wow.
And people were like, why don't you use your time on something more, like something better? But I kept at it. And now they really get it. They kind of understand a little bit better. Obviously, I think the world is a little bit more prone to this kind of content creator lifestyle now, so it wasn't so hard to make them understand. It's been growing throughout the years, so but definitely at the beginning it was a little rough. Kind of created some
questions.
Some questions.
Oh, yeah, that's really interesting. I think it's really easy to think during those early years that it's not gonna come of anything, and it's easy to give up, and I think a lot of people do give up.
Yeah, it really is.
It's really it's respectable what you've accomplished.
Hopefully you've been enjoying the fruits of your labor. Oh yeah, totally. I've loved it, honestly. It's kind of a dream job, because if I'm honest, I don't have very many real world skills. So this was kind of a lifesaver to have this kind of plopped in my lap. It's been really nice, but it has its downsides too. Like people are like, what, you just play video games all day? But it kind of becomes its own job in its own way.
For sure.
The games lose their
charm.
Yeah, exactly. It's just not as fun as it used to be. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy it. It's nice. I'm very blessed to have this job. There are moments though. There are moments.
Moments? Do you care to elaborate, maybe?
That is awesome. I'm super happy for you, man. And
Thanks,
honestly,
man, it's been awesome having you on this show. I mean, it's been awesome being here. It was a real nice talk that we had. I'm glad I got to get my thoughts out there. Really, it's kind of a weight off my chest almost.